How pleasing a win was that, David?
Very much so. Delighted for the players. I think they deserve that. Really tough place to come. St Mirren put you under real pressure. Set pieces, deliveries into the box, force you to defend. You have to really stand up to that and earn the right. I thought we did tonight. But football is very fine margins as well. So if you think about the last few weeks, I've been saying how fine margins have maybe not quite went for us. Tonight it certainly did. When you look at a couple of offside decisions at big moments in the game. Kieran Bowie just offside last week would have made a massive difference. You then go, well, that would be 3-1, very different tonight. Would have made it back all square or 1-0 down within the game. So huge moments that have went for us tonight, and I think the players have deserved that for what they've put in. And then the level of performance tonight I thought was very high. Clean sheet, 3 goals, very good night's work.
Given all that, is it the most satisfying win so far this season for you?
I just think it's a real difficult place to come. Here, this is always a real test. It's the one team that me currently as a manager haven't beat as well, domestically. That's obviously last season played each other a few times. We're always really tight games. This season already, the first league game was really tight. And I fully expected it to be the same tonight, and it would have been had it not just been big moments at big times. There was very rarely, it wasn't apart for the last 10 minutes. Once it goes 3-0, that clearly changes it, but up until then, a really tight game where you need to be competing all the time. But I thought the players deserved it for what they put in. The complete performance, you would say, away from home, 3-0. Really pleased with that.
Josh Mulligan was outstanding for you. Great first goal as well.
Yeah, it's certainly back into the middle of the pitch. It's something he's played a couple of positions. He is one of the players that can play a few positions. The biggest thing with Josh is wherever you ask him to play, you know what you're going to get. He's 100%, full of energy. And tonight, that drive was needed in the middle of the pitch tonight. When you look at the athleticism that St Mirren have got in there, you need to be able to stand up to that. I thought he'd done it well. And I've said it before, there's a lot more to come for Josh still as well. He's came into the club this season, settled in really quickly, and he's going to get better because he's a real humble boy that works hard. And I think he's progressing all the time, which is pleasing.
How much satisfaction do you and the players take from that? The fact that they were the only team you didn't beat last season, and you finally kind of ticked that box off?
Listen, it's good to be able to say that and do that. I'm not one for how I asked before the game about bogey teams and stuff like that. I think it's not. I don't really look into it that much. I think the biggest thing for me was I knew the magnitude of the game tonight for the players moving forward and what we needed to do going into the international break. If we could come here and win 3 points, what it does is it then puts you into a fantastic position, knowing that the international break comes up. You're sitting third in the league, and after a round of fixtures now, I know that's just started the second round. I believe there's a lot more to come for the group. I've said it a lot. We're probably a little bit disappointed that we've maybe not picked up points in certain games, but as I've said, that's very fine margins, and over the course of a season, we're still very early in this season, I know that, and the pleasing thing is I do believe there's more to come, which is a good place to be.
We just talked about Grant there. What's he brought to you?
Calmness, experience, everything you want and you expect when you bring a player of that experience, someone that's played at the level he has, the amount of international caps, still playing for his country, everything that goes with that, the appetite to want to keep playing for his country and desire to go and do that. And you've seen it again tonight. Defends his box incredibly well, calm round about him, decision making, and drives the line. So I think everything we wanted in bringing him to the football club is what we've got, which is a real leader, but also great in the dressing room for the young players, and added to a very good core of players that are already here.
Can you speak a wee bit about the reintroduction of Chris Cadden? Obviously subbed early against Rangers, missed out last week, back in the team today, back with a goal. Yeah,
delighted for Cads. He's someone that wears his heart on his sleeve, works incredibly hard at his game as well, so something he wants to add to his games, more goals, more assists within that. Naturally he's been disappointed the last couple of weeks, as you said. I've been there myself as a player, and I actually said to him coming off, getting an early yellow card against a good team, when you feel like you're under a bit of pressure, that's a decision that the manager makes as a tactical thing. If it doesn't happen in his career again, he's been a lucky boy, because it happened to me often enough when you're in that position. But he certainly bounced back as you would expect. He deals with the disappointment well, he keeps working hard, and he deserved that tonight, and I'm delighted for him because of what he puts into it and the hard work he does.